Great Rising, y'all. Great Rising. Come on for the walk, or get your mats. You're gonna do some stretches. Line up. You're gonna walk wall to wall. Stand up. If you're gonna walk in place, get a chair. If you're gonna do chair exercises, get your weights. You're gonna lift some weights. Start your bikes. Jump on your bikes. And start your treadmill. Because if I stop walking now, what's gonna happen? They cut me up until I'm just the nose. Thanks for coming on the walk, y'all. Hey, thanks FBN and YouTube. Whoa, YouTube. I am so glad y'all are walking with me. Yes, indeed. And Facebook is my family, you know. I'm happy when they exercise. I like to keep them around a bit longer. Friends don't understand that. You want them to exercise. I don't want to go see no friend laying down in the hospital. I'd rather see you while we walking on a path. Or yeah, even at the gym. Or right now at the roller skating rink. Ooh, 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 ooh. What, y'all? Y'all hear all those wants I just did? Want, y'all? Want more? Want better? Want best? Want. When I was down south, that was a horrible word. They basically put the devil on it. But then you ain't never had nothing. Want, get. That's how the universe works for us humans who have brains and understand vibration. Want, get. Want, get. Want. Don't let nobody. They say, Mommy, I like to get this really expensive bike. You say, yeah, honey. Your mama want to give it for you. So wish up some money in Mama's pocketbook. Enough for your bike and enough for her because you be wanting to. That's how you answer that. You don't say, oh, get away from me. You know I ain't paying no electricity bill and I got this. That's why you ain't got. I'm going to talk about that one time. I came from the ain't got generation, and the ain't got generation, they ain't get. That you say want, I should have said don't want, and ain't got. You say you want, they slap you from where you standing to the door. But then they complain that they didn't get. Want, y'all? Want more? Want better? Want best? Be satisfied and yes. My grandma said, sanctified, you ain't even satisfied. Satisfied with what you got and want more. Natural. Universe response. Be happy. Want more. Want more. You got one dresser? You want two. You got one house? You want a bigger one. You got one car? You want two, maybe three. Want. Want and want. See yourself in it, see yourself doing it. Want. Don't let nobody stop you from wanting. That's the poverty life. That's the life of poverty. Want. And then want some more. Get. Happy for it. Want some more. Want the promotion. Happy for the job. Want the promotion. Get the promotion. Happy for the promotion. Want another promotion. Gotta go to another company. Happy for the company you left. Happy for the company you're going to. You want promotion. You want more promotion. Want. So y'all can get. And stop worrying about these folks. So, I guess I have to explain because the $684,000. Last week, I was trying to Google something, and I saw that in some package these legislative wardens passed, they gave Ukraine money, probably gave themselves raises, probably bought individual houses for their children. All kind of shit, y'all. So I'm sitting there and I'm saying, wow, that's our reparation money. And then I caught myself because I'm not supposed to vibe that out. So I got on this like, no, yeah, how much you think? They done already gave of your reparation money to Ukraine. And I was like, I ain't looking for them. These European Africans give me nothing. We in manifestation. They said this is going to work part of the manifestation. I said, okay. So I was like, okay. They gave Ukraine like $20-30 billion already. There's 50 million African Americans. How much would that be? So I was like, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing no math. My math don't be mathing. So they said $684,000 a piece. So I said, well, okay. Well, okay. I just lied back, okay. So, in the want process, what would I want? What would I do with that? How would I react if I opened the envelope and saw that check? Besides my knees knocking and possibly buckling. So that was last week. So over the weekend, they vibe. Listen, I'm fitting ready to get out of here. I always vibe with the ancestors. I always vibe. Since Audrey took me to the hanging tree in South Carolina, and I said to her, well, what did they do? And she said, she either called me silly or stupid, but mostly silly. Silly? They didn't do anything. Just be black. And I was like, whoa. I can commiserate. So I walked around that tree, and then after Audrey gone, all I had was a tree because that's what we shared together. And then Audrey wanted me to teach her to smoke, but we couldn't do it on our side of town. So Audrey said, come on, we're going to walk over to the slave museum. It was just a brick building with crates and shit on the inside. But it was on the other side of town, far away from where we lived. So we walked over there. And then I was like, what? They sold humans here? Human beings? Really? And we walked around, touched the bridge. She was like, yeah, child. That was my first language. Audrey. So, after Audrey left, I would go to the hanging tree. Gave me comfort. Then, when they cut down the hanging tree and I cried, I just started going to the slave thing. So I always vibed. I didn't think nothing of it. I never said anything because only these European Africans can see and think, please, if I said that, they'd have burned me with the broom and set me on fire. I didn't even tell them I was going around a tree where dead people was hung or over to the slave museum. Whew. They said, bring your demons back in my house. Bring your demons in my house. So I never said anything. So I've been vibing with them for, I was 16, I'm 66. 50 years. Anyway. So, they said run it for 7 days. So I said, my 7 days, because I gotta think about on the weekend, I'll be putting up posts and stuff for the walk. So they was like, no, 7 days that you online. And I was like, no, that means that it's 8 days for me. Or 10, 9. Yeah, my math don't be mathing. So, Thursday will be the 7th day. So that's where we got the number from. So now I'm like, okay, this weekend, okay, Friday the check was in the bank. I took the little change I had, scheduled for Maria to come in. This is all in my head. I'm feeling, I'm manifesting in my, I feel so good when I think about it, especially about Maria. Let me tell you, whew, I got so happy. I was like, I heard, like, I'm in the kitchen and I hear the code put into the door. And I hear somebody say, Miss Vicky, Maria, I'm here. And I was like, oh, Maria, you come in. And I threw myself down at her feet, kissed her, kissed her feet, and thanked her for coming. And I'm going to I got $684,000. That woman is going to be tipped to the max. But you see, that's another reason why I have to hire a lawyer. Because I got to put the money in trust. And I got to set up stipulations for myself. Now this weekend I'm vibing. I said, okay. So I decided I would like to buy into whatever funeral home or graveyard thing I find in Accra, Ghana. If I got $684,000, I can invest in a funeral parlor in Ghana and market it here and be secure in the fact that I got my place in Ghana. You see what I'm saying? Woo! I was vibing this weekend. So, see, you know, we'd have to handle investments. Yeah, I'd be the one that I want to be able to say, oh, you know, you got so-and-so, you know what? My lawyer and my accountant. Yeah, I know. They're all thieves, but you can pick what thief you want. See, that's the thing. You get mad, don't get mad at the thief. Because they're there. And especially when you get vulnerable. But pick the thief you want. Where you can pick up the signs that they're stealing. And then cut them off and go to the next one. Keep your eye on the prize. So, that made me feel good this weekend. Maria, and buying land in Accra, Ghana, buying into a funeral parlor, because I would market it here. I would market it here as go home, get off this penal colony, honey. No. No. $684,000. I can get my goats. Yeah, I sure can. So I was feeling good in the neighborhood. I done protected my $684,000. I got my Maria, who's going to be the happiest person on the earth. And, whew. See, I told y'all, I never had a Hispanic housekeeper. I've had an African American. I had a European American. I had a Jamaican woman. Let me tell you something. Call them if you do want your house clean. Because they put them folks is tornadoes. Okay? So I had a Jamaican woman. I would love to have me Jamaican woman come. She would go through this house a Hoover. We would open the door and say, damn! But the ancestors had told me it's going to be Maria. So that was my weekend with my $684,000. How did y'all do? Was y'all spending it, securing it, knowing how it feels? Because asking for it and being prepared for it when it gets here is two different things. I'm doing prep. I may not get $684,000. I'm getting something big. And I'm prepared for whatever big greatness hits me. Ooh, y'all, it's almost time for our water break. Ain't this first half of the walk so fast? Here we go, y'all. Let's take a break. I'm walking, y'all. Yeah! I said I'm walking now. Trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking now, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Better believe it, take it to the bank. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said. You know, I ain't keeping y'all long. Y'all probably want to go jump in the shower or something like that. So do your half-hour workout. Take your ass to the shower, take your ass to bed. So I'm vibing with the ancestors, right? And maybe if I move my hips a little bit. So I'm vibing with the ancestors. And they saying like, maybe it was me vibing like, I was like, they don't even get what I'm saying, but about European African and how we gotta use our mind and our wants to get what we want and look past these humans because they ain't never gonna change. And the reason why they're not gonna change is because they hate the African that's in them. So the African outside of them, most really don't like. Because when I was young, I used to say, well, if I stand next to a unicorn, what does that have to do with him? But the unicorn is really a European African, and they're hiding the Africanism that's in them. So when a black African like me, here on this penal colony, if I was African, they would call me a European African. Anyway, why would that have anything to do with them if I stand next to them? What would that have? So they was vibing that I ain't getting the message out right. They vibing it to me and anyway. They said use this example. Going back to Imitation of Life. Remember Hattie, black lady? She has a mixed race daughter. It looks totally European. And this is from the movie Imitation of Life. The daughter as a child loves Hattie. But then the daughter sees that she has advantages and privileges that her mother doesn't have. Her mother's a housekeeper working for a rich unicorn lady. So Hattie's daughter wants to be a unicorn. And the only way she feels she can be a unicorn is to not acknowledge her mother, who is African American. Very dark. Hattie. I'm using the first name because I can't think of the actress's last name right now. And no, I didn't look it up. Every time I go to Google, I try to stay away. Anyway, so they said explain it like that. Now in the movie, Hattie's daughter decides to be a unicorn. And she doesn't want her daughter, she doesn't want Hattie around. The daughter doesn't want Hattie around because Hattie will show everyone that she's not a unicorn. That she's really an African American. She didn't want that. So she treated Hattie like crap. Just don't come around, mama. Just don't come around. So then in the movie, when Hattie's laying in the coffin and Mahalia Jackson is singing over her, the daughter comes. The unicorn daughter comes and cries, "Oh, mama! Mama! Mama!" As the hearse pulls away, and of course the rich people take her in arm and she goes in their car. So, the ancestors advised that I could use that as an example to better explain why y'all gotta start using your want, your vibration, your energy to get what you want on this penal colony, because it's not going to change. Okay. Now, and I also asked a question of them. I was like, all the crap they do, why we don't never really stand up or fight back or nothing? The answer is coming. So, they lied to me. Say Hattie's daughter married a unicorn. And they all unicorns who are really European Africans that hate the African in them. So they're the ones stopping Hattie from moving into the good neighborhoods and people like Hattie from going up because, see, they're European Africans. So then Hattie has kids, and all her kids look like unicorns. The only one who knows that they are African is Hattie. Because Hattie is black African American. And she knows. So say one day the daughter and her unicorn family, 2 kids, and unicorn husband, and they walk, and Hattie is walking by. And they start spitting and throwing things at Hattie, saying, "Get away from you, get away from us." And Hattie doesn't do anything. She just slowly walks away because in her mind, she's happy to see her grandkids. She's happy to see her daughter and the husband. So she doesn't do anything. So then Hattie's trying to see the family from afar because they're unicorns and Hattie's African American. Unicorns are white people, but the ancestors get very upset when I say white people. So I have to say unicorns or call them who they are, European Africans. Anyway, so now Hattie knows that they're her kin, but they don't know they're kin to Hattie. So again, they're walking, and Hattie just trying to get a glimpse of her daughter and her grandchildren. And they're like, "Why that black lady standing there? Get some stones, get away from us." That's how it is here. And that's the way it's always going to be, because there's always going to be unicorns, baby. European Africans, especially, y'all don't count the millions of mixed race children that was made during enslavement time. You don't take them into account. And they are the ones who freak out. They don't want to be around blacks or African Americans because they are. But as long as they ain't got to see them, live around them, work with them, then they can be unicorn. So it ain't you African Americans. It ain't you. They don't know they're connected to us. But we know we're connected to them. That's why when we ride it, we burn down our own neighborhood. Yes. We're not going to go into the European Africans' neighborhood and do anything then, because they're Africans like us. And we know it. They're kin. And we know it. So I feel good about that, because I was asking. Remember I told you that book, Black and White on Wall Street by Joseph Jett? And he said during the Civil War, his father was jumping up, banging on the wall saying, "Why won't you fight? Why won't you fight?" From his living room as he was sitting on the couch, but we're going to miss that. So, that's why we know we're kin to them. They don't know they're kin to us. They're taught that we're the scourge of the earth, so they can say, see the difference between us and them is we're more educated. No, you're not more educated. You just block us from learning. You ain't more nothing. You should be more ashamed of yourself, but that's another topic for another day. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. And then when you boil it all down, we're just all human. But don't forget that African want your house in the forest. If you want in the forest, want in the forest. See the trees, see everything. Want. Don't wait to get. Leave this cult bullshit alone. No. I like stretching my fingers like this sometimes. No, honey. No. It's always going to be racism, because it's always going to be mixed races. And if you're mixed race with a unicorn, he going to say they unicorns. And to prove that they unicorns, they going to not be nice to African Americans or keep doing the bullshit that they doing. Want y'all. Want for yourself. Want for your kids. I always wanted my daughter. I wanted her to do good. And I taught her stuff. I said, listen, you got to be focused. You got to go to college. You got to, and all I was telling her, you got to be focused. If not, you're going to be swept away in the tide. Focus on what y'all want, y'all. $684,000 is just a figure that the ancestors gave to me. I want roller skating. I want Maria. Y'all know I want Maria, Martha. I want to go roller skating. I want my roller skating buddy. So $684,000 when I put it in that. Listen, I want the whole thing or enough to get those other things that I want. Okay, car fix, blah 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 blah. Bing 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 bing. Bong 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 bong. Let me get ready. Y'all be saying, ooh. She said we working out for a half hour, and then she talked for 40. Whew. Let me see. Sometimes I can get this elbow right. This camera right. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Not up, no down. This exercise helps. I can lift about anything, honey. Ooh, grateful for this exercise. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for that look. Yeah, that muscle there. When I be mopping, or when I be picking up my laundry, or shoving my laundry, picking up my pot, pouring out my pot, pouring out my pot. This exercise keeps this muscle in shape. It helps me keep lifting my groceries, my laundry, and everything else. I know y'all got menses. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4. For good luck. Yeah! Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe, y'all. Oh, not to subscribe, to exercise. And to ring the bell. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Hey, superstar. Thank you. I love you too, superstar. Oh, YouTube is good to me. I ain't staying on here. Have a great day. And I jump in the shower. Have a good night's sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow.